There are some stories that you carry with you for a lifetime, stories you bury deep in your heart, thinking you can forget them, but you can never escape them. This is one of those stories, a story of love, pain, and regret that still haunts me to this day. Her name was Nneka. She wasn't just another beautiful girl in the village. She was the kind of beauty that made you stop and look twice. Her presence was magnetic, like the sun rising on a hot African morning. She wasn't pretty. She had a strength, a power in her beauty that made every man want her. But she wasn't like the others. She wasn't easy to impress. And then there was Obina. He was flashy, always wearing the finest clothes, gold rings on his fingers, and an air of arrogance that said he could get anything he wanted. He had money, respect, and influence. He was used to getting what he wanted, and what he wanted most was Nneka. He tried everything to win her over. He brought her gifts, beautiful beads, fruits, and the finest clothes. He fetched water from the stream for her mother. He even helped her carry firewood, hoping she would notice him. He followed her to the market just to walk beside her. He was persistent. He was patient. But Nneka, she wasn't like the others. She laughed at him, rejected him, and moved on. I don't know when it happened. Maybe one day she finally decided to say yes, or maybe Obina wore her down. I don't know. But one morning, we all woke up to the news that they were getting married. The whole village rejoiced. It was grand celebration. There were drums, food, dancing, and music. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. The wedding was a spectacle. Obina's smile was wild, but there was something cold behind his eyes. And Nneka, she smiled too, but her eyes, they were full of something else, something I couldn't place, but I saw it, and it troubled me. I didn't understand it then. I didn't understand her. After they were married, Nneka began to change. She became quieter, more withdrawn. She stopped laughing in public. She stopped wearing the bright colors that once made her the center of attraction. At first, we thought she was just adjusting to married life. But then, things got worse. I would walk past their hut on my way to the farm. Some days, I would hear shouting coming from inside. Other days, it was early silence. But it wasn't a peaceful silence. It was heavy, like something bad had just happened. Like there was something lying in the air, unspoken. One evening, I saw her sitting outside. Her lip was swollen, dark purple. I asked her what happened, and she smiled, telling me she had fallen. But her eyes told a different story. I saw the fear in them, the fear of a woman who knew something was terribly wrong, but couldn't speak out. She started visiting Mama Ogu, the village herbalist, more and more. People began to whisper. They said she was sick, maybe cursed, but I saw the truth in her eyes. She was afraid. She knew something terrible was coming, but what could she do? One night, the air felt different. Still, no wind, no sound, just silence. I was walking back from a friend's house when I heard it, the sound of crying. It was coming from the forest. I followed it, my heart racing. I thought someone needed help, but what I found, I never imagined it. I found them by the river's edge. Obina was standing over her, a large stone in his hand. Nneka was on the ground, begging him, "Please, not like this. I didn't do anything." But Obina, he didn't listen. He just stood there, breathing heavily, his eyes filled with rage. I hid behind a tree, unable to move, my heart pounding in my chest. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then he said something I would never forget. He said, "You made me chase you for too long. You think I forgot?" And the stone came down again and again. Nneka screamed once, sharp and full of pain. The scream still echoes in my heart. I couldn't move. I just stood there, hidden behind that tree, watching the light drain from her body. I thought I would faint. I thought my heart would stop. I couldn't help her. I didn't do anything. When it was over, Obina dropped the stone, knelt beside her, and he touched her face. He cried. He cried like he hadn't just taken her life. And then he dragged her body to the stream and let it float away. He wiped his hands on his shirt as though he had just finished something ordinary, and he walked away, like nothing happened. The next day, they found her body in the river. They said it was a robbery, that maybe she had gone to fetch water and was attacked. Obinna cried the loudest at the funeral. He fainted once, and the whole village believed him. They said he was a grieving husband. But I knew the truth. I knew what had really happened. I was just a kid. Who would have believed me? He had money, he had power, he had respect. I was just a witness, just someone hiding in the shadows, too scared to speak out. But now, sometimes, late at night, I hear her scream. That same scream I heard that night. It haunts me. It cuts through the darkness, short and sharp, filled with pain. And I wonder, what if I had spoken up? What if I had stepped forward? Maybe I'm a coward, but I've learned that silence doesn't protect you. It doesn't keep you safe. It only hurts you. Every night, I hear her scream. And no matter where I go or how far I run, I can never escape it. If you like this story, like, share, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section what you learned from this.